Whoa! Why the fuck did you do that, bruh? Get the fuck out of there, bitch!
We're practically on the same floor.
What?
Get out of there.
Get out of there!
What? Why are you...
Out. Get out. In
Now!
the elevator. Just...
You're creeping me out, Ash.
Fucking out! Turn, bitch! She disappears.
Son of a...
Woo! Holy shit! Ah. It's only water for today. Hey, what's up, you guys? That was a little bit off cue. Microphone. Hey, what's up, you guys? It's me, Gatformacy, and welcome back to another episode of The Letter. Now, I know last time we progressed really well, so we're going to continue. Without further ado, Gatformacy with The Letter. See you guys at the end of the video. I think we are continuing with, God, I forgot his name now.
You have something to say.
Ash! That's what his name is. His name is Ash.
Having second thoughts? You can still back out if you want.
Yeah,
We're just going to my office. Why should I?
because it's
You know,
nighttime.
You can get in trouble, maybe. This isn't exactly legal.
Yeah, exactly. You could go to jail. You know how serious jail is?
I'm not an employee here. I'm not supposed to be looking for any confidential stuff. Only people like you are privy to.
Yeah, only you can get me in, okay? So I actually need you, but I'm trying to act like I don't need you to protect you. Okay? Which is what guys do when they're in love with... Okay.
If you mentioned earlier that this is your plan, I might have had enough time to think about it. I already promised to help if you need access to those files. I didn't think you'd want to see them this soon and in this way.
What way? How other way are you supposed to see files?
Besides, the same goes for you, right? You were taken off your case. Won't you get in trouble with your boss?
Yeah, I will, but you know, it's like all those police movies. You gotta just... For justice! For justice! Okay. Honestly, it's a toss-up between breaking into your office or into the Wright's mansion. As it stands, I'll have an easier time getting in here first. After all, why would someone want to break into a realty company? I know, right? So crazy.
And where do you think you kids are going?
Yay? But that's...
It's late. Most offices in this building have already closed up shop for the weekend.
Uh-huh. Bloke seems friendly enough, though one can't really tell from his voice alone. He might be the wary sort for all I know. Keeping an unconcerned face and aloof air won't hurt, until I've figured how to wiggle us out of this situation.
Just come back on Monday if you have important business.
Candy Crush Soda, please. I know I haven't played you in a while, but just relax.
Hey, Seb!
Whoa, that freaked the shit out of me. Just... Why is she saying like that, man?
Oh, look who we have here. Been a few days since I last saw that ponytail in here, Santiago?
Close enough!
Wait, don't tell me yet. I'll get it right this time.
Why is she acting like that?
Sanchez!
Sanchez.
You were closer the first time?
Try-
Still a ways off, Seb.
Isabella, we don't have all night.
Exactly, fuck bitch, move it on!
No, just let me handle this.
Well, you're handling it pretty well so far.
Sorry, Seb. Some other time. We're in a bit of a hurry.
Yeah, open the fucking door.
I just need to get a few things from my cubicle.
Yeah.
Important work stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay if we drop upstairs
Yeah.
for a sec?
Please, you're only the security guard, Jesus. I know you serve and protect type of thing, okay? But just relax there. You're not a police officer, you're just a security guard, okay? Just relax.
Oh, absolutely. No, go right ahead. As long as you have your access card with you, we're good. Not
Alright.
sure if I'm allowed to let your boyfriend in, though.
Okay, first of all, don't just assume, okay? Just because it's a guy standing with me immediately indicates that he is my boyfriend. No, you're very wrong. Girls can have boys that are friends too, you know. It's not illegal. Let's continue.
Who? Me?
Uh-huh.
My what?
Your boyfriend, the guy with you, isn't he?
Such a cliche. It's a fair observation if I do say so myself. Needless to say, the silence that descends is both uncomfortable and terribly awkward. Although the latter's probably coming mostly from me because in the next second Isabella laughs. Laughing at me. Laughing at Ash. He could be in love with her and she's laughing at him.
Oh. Oh, no. No. He's definitely not my boyfriend.
Whoa, that undertone, bruh. The undertone. I mean, Jesus Christ. What a low blow.
That's impossible. Stop being funny, Seb.
Impossible. She's coming up with these big ass words. Impossible. Why is it impossible? I mean, you're a girl, he's a guy, whatever, you know, if it was different, you're a girl, he's a girl, or she's a girl, whatever, it still wouldn't make any difference. But I mean, you know, it's not impossible. I mean, I don't know why you use that word, impossible. Like, it's impossible for the world to suddenly end, you know, it's possible for the world to end, maybe in a catastrophic, apocalyptic, destructive thing, you know. Why am I talking about apocalyptic? You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking of World War Z. Yes, I want to play World War Z. We're playing the letter.
I'll go on ahead, okay?
That took a lot out of me.
Not the boyfriend, but close to it, huh?
Is he chatting with us now?
Mind your own business.
Yeah, fuck it. And stop blushing. I mean, it just gives it totally away.
Kids these days.
I'm not a fucking kid. I'm a police officer, bruh. What the hell?
Good to see her up and about, though. Thought for sure she'd up and disappear like the others.
Why is this guy chatting with us?
Excuse me?
You know, stuff in the news.
Stuff.
You mean what happened with Rose Cooper?
Uh-huh. If I'm going to be stuck here with him for a while, I might as well try to gather as much intel as I can. He may just be a guard, someone with no real authority. That's what I was saying, bruh! That is what I was fucking saying, okay? But most of the time, people like him are the ones who know more than they let on.
Yeah, but even before that, we've got a couple of good blokes we never saw again.
Is it so?
Really? Those guys could have just resigned for all you know.
No, I only catch tidbits of stuff from over here.
Tidbits. I love that word, tidbits. You know, tidbits. Shit.
Oh, seriously, I heard the branch is getting flushed soon, but that's no excuse for anarchy.
Now he's bringing the word anarchy in this. What the fuck?
Figures why Boss Man's been in an awful temper these past months.
God, this guy won't stop talking.
They managed to strike a good deal with the mansion in Ansem, right? That didn't do the trick?
Didn't seem like it. The bloke shouting like no tomorrow again.
Uh-huh.
Very pleased when Gurley called and asked for another leave yesterday afternoon.
Girly.
Girly? Isabella?
It's not too surprising considering she's already been gone for 3 days. 3 fucking days? What the hell? Now she's asking for another. That's 4 days. God, I can count. Oh, that's why. Okay, so she's got lots of work leave.
After all,
I should be listening to this guy. She's got lots of work leave to you.
be considerate to her after a family member's passing.
Wait, what?
Family members passing. So was it her? Was it her family? The rumors, BRC, Rose Cooper, missing in action employees. All of it ceases to matter in that instant. Almost on the instant, my eyes zero in on the intercom speaker, as if staring daggers at it will show me the man behind the voice, so I can see the truth in his face myself.
Don't know?
What?
No, what?
Nothing. I shouldn't be the one you're asking, and, you know, things might get a bit boring here. No one really wants to hear what a poor old guard wants to say.
Yeah, I do. Tell me about the sibling or family
Well,
relative.
just go after her. As long as you're not looking to create trouble for me, it won't be a problem. You aren't here for that, right?
Uh-huh. This guy. He's lucky I'm not here to hurt anyone. If I were someone with ill intentions, he might not be smiling at the end of the day. Okay.
Well, no, but...
I'll go and unlock that side entrance for you then. Just don't forget to turn off the lights before you both leave, okay?
Hey, wait a second. What do you mean by...
He cuts off the connection before I can finish, and the rest of my question dies in my throat. Soon the latch clicks and the side door swings open. The Seb, a stout man wearing a uniform still too loose for him, waves me over from the gap before he disappears behind his station again. Just my luck. Here I thought I'm going to have to count on whatever Isabella brings with her. Although no matter how much I want to feel happy, something else has already taken a firm seat in the forefront of my mind. What the fuck is he talking about? Family member? Whose family member? We're in the elevator. I don't like elevators. There's a few, guys. Elevators freak me the fuck out.
Though I sure am fucking gutsy, especially with what I'm doing.
Yep. I'm breaking a lot of laws here. I'm also putting Isabella in a lot of risks. Best thing that can come out of this is that Isabella's right all along. Worst case scenario? 1. Someone finds out Isabella's involvement in this and her boss fires her. 2. I find evidence that would implicate BRC or Luke Wright in a crime, and my meddling, if I'm not careful enough, makes it inadmissible in court. Whew, give me an Oscar for that read. Oh, that was fucking amazing. Though I'll be honest, I strongly prefer losing my job or facing Wright over some spirit or ghost or whatever it is. I could always work around the problems with the former Isabella, Isabella could also find a better job. BRC never did pay her properly despite her efforts. But fighting off a phantom? How does one even do that? Do guns even work with them? I doubt it. I mean, they would probably go straight through them. You know how ghosts work.
Yeah, not going to happen.
Have you ever seen the movie Ghost? Okay, right, it's about a guy and he died protecting his wife, okay, and then he comes back and wants to help her because there's some other guys want to take her out or whatever, but not for dinner, like, you know, like just like take her out, you know, and he's protecting her, but he's a ghost and everything goes through him because he's a ghost. But tonight I'm here to fix things. If I do it without leaving a trail, all the better. Good thing that's what I'm good at. I was for sure thinking that chick was gonna pop out of that elevator. Layers of fear, guys. Fucking layers of fear. What I'll probably never be good at is finding the proper words when a sitch calls for it. Huh? What the fuck is a sitch? But seeing Isabella's small form beyond those doors, how she pushes through despite carrying on an entirely different bird this time, how she's pretending as if everything's normal, it's difficult not to try. People who have never looked beyond her smiles will never know, will never understand. Hell, even Rebecca's probably not yet aware of this. Aware of what? I get it, we have other problems at hand. I've done the same thing plenty of times to protect myself after all. Who the fuck is that? Who the fuck knocked? Oh, he's the one who fucking knocked. Okay. She wastes no time in leaving the mess of papers on the table and opening it for me, though even her confusion as she takes in my presence barely hides it.
Seb let you in?
Yeah, he did. He was very talkative, but towards the end he was not very talkative.
What can I say? I'm a very charming person.
A very charming person. You don't know what I am capable of.
To a rock, maybe.
Hey, that hurts, man. Fuck. Why'd you gotta low blow me like that? Low blow me.
Must be a pretty cool rock then.
Oh, and he tries to cover himself, and it falls dimly.
Over yourself.
It falls dimly.
Hey now, I deserve some slack here. Today's supposed to be my day off, and yet here I am helping you out.
Yeah.
Helping. By standing at the door.
Well, you're not exactly letting me in. Isabella?
Seriously, Ash. Seb might get in trouble for this. You might get in even bigger trouble with your boss.
And you're not?
It was almost like he wanted to say something, like, say something, you know?
We've already talked about this back at Zach's. It's out of the question.
What is?
At least do it for Seb, please. He's a really nice guy. With the way things are going here, he's...
On that I agree with her. Seb's not such a bad fellow, even though I don't know what the fuck he looks like. Might be a little careless with his job, very fucking careless. I mean, who chats outside of by the window to complete strangers, even though the one guy's a police officer, I mean, fuck. And talks too much, that's what I just said. But he means well. I'd hate to see the guy leave here with a bad record in case something goes wrong. However, the anxious look she shoots back the table behind her brings an even bigger worry.
Did you find something? Aside from what you told me about yesterday?
Not yet. I'm not sure. I haven't started going through the files we have in the records room. Just the ones they handed to me and Rose.
Let me see.
Wait, Ash!
What?
Isabella, I already promised you that no one's going to get in trouble after we're done here. Even Seb. I'll make sure we leave the place clean.
Okay, but we can't take the original files out of this office. Clear? Not even a single sheet.
Don't worry, that's the plan.
It appears to reassure her or not, then shortly she gestures for me to follow. Let's go, man. I want to get this documents. A number of desks have been cleared out. Personal mementos are scarce, as if the employees have gone on an exodus. That'll be the downsizing, probably still worrisome though. Of course, I shake away all of this when Isabella starts handing me the papers she's been looking through. Focus, Frey. Is that his surname? Ashton Frey. Okay, I never knew that.
Is this everything? Where are the documents you mentioned?
Still locked up in the records room. Do you need them now?
Yeah, fuck, bitch. We've come here for everything, man. Clear it all out.
Bring them here.
Yeah, fuck.
Everything that has to do with the mansion's sale. Even those who worked on it during the renovations. The cleanup. Everything. Including your mandatory sign-in sheets.
It's an odd thing to bring up, but at least it elicits a laugh from her before she heads for the records room. Why is she laughing in the darkness of this office when what happened to her before? Okay, guys, I think it was episode 1. This chick, the ghost, was fucking creeping me out and crawling after her, and she had a mental breakdown. I don't know what the fuck happened. I can't even fucking remember, but all I know is she was in this fucking dark office and that ghost was coming for her. So I don't even know why is she laughing. I don't understand. For the next half of the hour, God, Jesus, is that how long they've been here? We work in complete silence while we dig into everything compiled in the folders. Not an easy task considering how thick the whole thing is, but there's 2 of us. 2 files for Ermengarde Mansion. Jesus Christ, okay. In fact, Isabella does most of the work, sorting the contracts, the employee list, and stuff we won't need into a neat pile. Just the files for the restoration alone makes up a stack of papers that's an inch thick. Upon closer glance, despite the original owners shouldering the renovation costs, it'll be surprising if they've managed to break even on the Ermengarde Mansion. What with the additional expenses for the open house, the commission for their agents and other overhead fees. At one point the negotiations to get it listed under BRC's name almost broke down too. Some disagreement about the listing price. The owners wanted to be rid of it as quickly as possible while keeping the worth at a profitable level. BRC was insisting on a higher amount, double what the appraiser suggested. This plus the rumor that their branch is closing. BRC Lockspawn really is in the red, and the sale of the mansion could have easily been a desperate move to keep the branch afloat.
No wonder the final sale happened as fast as it did.
Oh yeah, Jesus.
Did you know about this?
No, they took it off our hands after I submitted the final documents for the sale. I didn't even know until I read this. I'm not sure if Rose did. I've only been given the key to the records room after she... Anyway, my point is, they've kept all the files from me. Rose was the one who compiled everything from our side. And even then, she was probably not aware of this. There's only so much they let us know. After that, they just told us to wait for our commission, and that the legal team would handle the rest. The rumors are true.
Seems so.
Sheesh, this place is just unlucky, going bankrupt while the rest of this crap is happening. But this isn't what we're looking for. What we need is the who. The people aside from Isabella and Cooper involved in this business with the mansion, and the how they are now. We can't do much with the outside contractors. They won't be on file. The employee list, on the other hand. Even with 2 people working through the pile, the whole task still takes quite a while. It's a quarter of an hour later when we put down the papers with a sigh and move on to the clients upon Isabella's insistence. For that, the sign-in form from the open house comes in handy. Geez, there was a lot of people wanting to buy the house. Even Lee. Ashley wanted to buy the house as well. Hannah Wright and Luke Wright together. Okay.
Why'd I even pick this name? It sounds so lame.
What name?
Nothing important. Just focus on those papers you have. We need to finish this soon, before Seb suspects anything.
She snatches the paper away before the thought of hiding it occurs to me. Not that there's much secret in it. Isabella found me that afternoon anyway, but still.
Ash Lee?
Ash Lee? Huh? Is that his name?
Yeah, well, I was pressed for time.
Seriously? Ash Lee? Were you even trying?
Oh, come on. You didn't even notice I was the one who wrote it down.
Of course I wouldn't. Only an idiot would use his real name.
It worked though. Admit it. It's genius. Who would have thought, huh?
Okay. Not that I don't know about them already, of course, but scanning through the list, a name immediately comes to my attention.
Madeline Williams.
Uh-huh.
Something wrong?
Huh? No, just that I remember this girl listed here.
She frowns, moves her seat closer and takes careful read at the sheet. There's a long moment before she speaks up again, but from the way she tenses, she appears to be expecting the worst already.
What about her?
She was with me, in the group following Cooper, when we toured the upstairs part of the mansion, I mean. Rather loud one, especially when we took a peek into the attic. Kept talking about the ghost stories the whole tour.
Then, do you? Do you think she's...
She was reported missing 3 days after.
Jesus, okay. There was a ruckus at the precinct the day her family filed it. Threats were naturally given at the lack of progress days later. It's desperate ones. Her family's willing to shell out all the cash they've just to find her, to no avail, unfortunately. Officer Benjamin had been in a bad mood ever since he spoke with them, but what can he do? What can we do? He's tied. We're all tied. There's only so much we're able to do with everything that has been shoved into our hands recently.
She still hasn't been found. It's already been a week.
Jesus. Isabella makes no further comment aside from a nod. Instead, she sits back on her chair with a distant look in her eyes, her hands balling to fists as she struggles with her frustration. Or maybe it's anger. But the moment doesn't last too long. Soon her grip loosens and she folds her hands back on her lap. Her expression, however, it's one I've seen too many times in the mirror. What does one say to a person burdened not by one loss but many, who carries it in her shoulders like a badge of shame? I've yet to find the answer to that myself. Until then, the only way is forward. Press on to see where our attempts at fixing our mistakes might lead us. And despite my own doubts, a glimpse of that look on her face is enough reason for me. I can't just give up. There's too much at stake, too much to lose. With a renewed focus, I continue on the third and last sheet. I spot another one. Beatrice Wilde, one I recall from the newspaper obituaries. Died of a heart attack. A letter of correspondence expressing condolences to her family confirms as much in her files. Passed away at age 74 in her sleep.
She's at that age. It certainly could have been a natural death.
Exactly. Right? I'd like to believe so. But 3 more letters turn up when I rummage through the stack, and it leaves nothing more than foreboding feeling in me. They're all addressed to families of clients who have passed away in the past week. Regardless, these go into the pile of things worth looking into after our visit here, along with William's info sheet. There are just so many names, so many faces, each one I've seen that day, and here I'm wondering if they're all alright. It isn't a selfish thought that brings the question to mind, rather it's the logic that if more of them are still alive, the more people I can choose to question. If they are fucking alive! Like Zach, we don't know if he's fucking alive yet. We're working through the employee list now, those who have been assigned to the mansion. Because if Isabella was to be believed, if what she's seen and what happened to Rose Cooper is because of that letter, I need to know everyone who has possibly read it aside from the 3 of us, if they've been noticing strange things too. For all I know, these may have just been a terrible coincidence. 15 minutes later, the stack close to my elbow has risen from 5 to 21 different dossiers. Client and employee documentation, people who have either visited the open house or worked on the property in some capacity since the letter's discovery. Turns out there were 2 more employees who handled the mansion directly aside from Cooper and Isabella. Christian Sy, the realty specialist, and Mark Julius Jean-Marie, fuck that's a name, the estate appraiser.
This C guy, he was in custody just the other day.
Really? Sir John has been looking for him. He stopped reporting to work a few weeks ago. Are you sure it's the same person?
It
Yeah,
must
this
be.
is him. Folks at the precinct said they went to his house after a noise complaint. They found him just acting all crazy. Had to take him in when he started getting violent. He kept screaming about a woman.
Immediately she stiffens. I don't want to bring it up or imply a connection to Isabella's story, but that is exactly what happened.
It was driving the guards mad, but he didn't last too long in there. A few hours in and he just started bashing its own head against the wall, and, well, it was
Jeez.
messy, to say the least.
Jesus Christ.
Oh no, we had no idea. Is he okay? HR just marked him as AWOL because none of their calls would get through.
He's in the hospital right now. I heard they're putting him into a psychiatric ward as soon as he recovers. He's still a bit unstable.
Damn, man. He's probably seeing visions of this chick. Jean-Marie, on the other hand. His employee file notes his date of leaving and even when his final payment had been given. Along with it, there's a letter to his family about the appraiser being found dead in the office. Communication is hush-hush and there's mention of compensation if they don't talk about it to the media. Inspector Abigail has often scolded me for not reading the reports on a regular basis, but I try to keep up to date as much as I can. I'm sorry, but in any movie where there's an Inspector Abigail, I can't take that person seriously. Like, especially if it's a guy and he's Inspector Abigail. I don't know. I can't take him seriously. When I do, I make sure I'm aware of the gist of what's going on in my city. This never reached the police's ears or the health and safety executive.
Do you know about this guy?
One glance at her says everything. They've hidden it from the media. They've kept it from the police. It's not surprising this will also be a secret from someone of Isabella's position in this company. Fuck. Well, she's only a fucking, real estate agent.
Rose was looking for him. Last week. We haven't heard anything from him either. Until now. They never mentioned this to us.
Business going under and someone dies while working here. Of course they want to keep that quiet. It's bad publicity. This whole thing is just getting freakier by the minute. Yeah, geez, dude. Nevertheless, I hand the file for Isabella to make a copy of.
Pages with their names, addresses, and contact numbers will do. We'll start with the ones who live within the city.
Sometimes there are things you really can't just brush off as a mere coincidence. In my line of work, once a pattern pops up, it's only right to be suspicious. Especially the thing with Psy. It's Psy. That says Psy to me. I'm going to say Psy. It hits too close to the stuff my own friends have been telling me.
All of this?
Yes, bitch. All of it.
Only the noteworthy ones.
Alright.
We can't check the outside contractors, but the guys with the direct connection to BRC and the people who attended the open house should be enough.
Ah, my voice. This is what happens when you read too much.
We don't have time to see how everyone's doing, especially if what you said is true.
For a second she appears about to argue, then quickly decides against it and hides it away before anyone reads the question in her face. Then in a too abrupt motion, she turns towards the copier and gets to work. Soon only the machine's constant thrum fills the air around us, while I keep myself busy cleaning up the mess we've made. The lack of talk is awkward, to put it mildly, disturbing at worst. Okay. I've gotten so used to letting her just babble away whenever it's just the two of us. I could tell, however, she wants to do more. She wants to fix this mess herself, and the desire makes her antsy. But at the same time, she's learning how not to be impulsive or stubborn, exactly as I've told her yesterday before agreeing to any of this. Or maybe these so-called changes have always been with her. Dire situations have always pushed people to change, after all. Although seeing this happen in front of me only makes it difficult to find the proper things to say.
You know, for a house your company seems to be in a hurry to sell, they still made quite a fortune out of it. Look at this. 1, 2, 3... 6. Are you sure they're planning to give your entire share for this? This isn't a small amount, especially given the usual cut. And their accounting department isn't in the greatest shape either.
Even if they don't, it's not like someone still needs it.
And there's the reason why people don't let me talk. Silence once again descends throughout the room, denser compared to the ones we've shared tonight. Behind me I can still hear her movements, sharp and precise, while she feeds the originals to the machine. Then with one last click all of it stops. Her feet shuffle lightly against the floor when she moves away. Something creaks softly, probably the table. She settles her weight against its side. By this time an apology is already at the tip of my tongue, but...
Belle, I'm...
Papa's...
What?
Papa's gone, Ash.
What? What the fuck? What, since when? What? What the fuck? Her father's dead. Since when? How did this happen? We spoke to him from the first episode. Let's just take a moment. Within those scant few seconds, everything between us shifts as the gravity of her words sinks. Right then and there, something harsh and immovable rises between us. Death is something I'm familiar with, almost 10 years in the police force, and it's impossible not to be acquainted with it. But this is different from those dead bodies we examine in forensics. A far cry from the victims we found on a bad investigation. Those I could easily distance myself from. No emotional attachments, no need for pretenses. Yet somehow I still find myself grasping for things to tell her, any words of comfort that'll dull the pain. Because even without looking at her, her grief feels palpable, whatever, enough, her pain and a mutable weight hanging over us. Just stay busy. Tell me about him. Tell me about him.
When?
Huh? When what?
Your dad. I mean, when did you find out?
She doesn't answer. Not immediately anyway. For a long moment the hush simply stretches out before us, spanning across the seconds we let pass, while we both simply stand there waiting. Oh my god, yesterday, Jesus.
Around 3 in the afternoon there. Mama called. She told me he passed away in his sleep, and...
Oh jeez, that's rough, man. That's fucking rough.
I guess I can take comfort in that, huh? That Papa wasn't in any pain when...
Tell me about him.
Huh? About what?
Your
About
dad.
your
Tell
dad,
me
Jesus.
about it. Anything. Just talk. Say anything you want. Doesn't matter what it is. I'll listen.
Silence again, as if she's testing the weight of my question. For what purpose it is, for a reason even I can't say right now. For a while though she starts, reluctantly, her voice hitching, faltering and stumbling on each syllable as she chooses her words. Oh my god, she's crying. Oh no, Isabella, no! Despite this, in spite of the grief choking her words off, the hurt closing her throat, and the sobs racking her lithe form, she continues, like the mere act of speaking is a relief in itself, a release. She tells me of her father, the very person who named her, how she looked up to him, how she was a bit of a tomboy growing up in her attempts to imitate him, and how the man encouraged her to pursue what she really wanted. Perhaps even the only thing she ever did for herself, having grown up not wanting anything more than food to put on their tables.
He told me I don't have to listen to them. That I can do what I want. Every day, he'd wake up at 4, Ash. Because he'd earn more that way. And every single time, he'd give them to me. Whatever extra he earned, he'd hand them all. So that I'd have something to use for my paintings. And you know what? Back home, just a good tube of paint costs almost as much as what we spend for food the whole day.
Ain't that the truth?
But he'd always set something aside. Told me he wanted to see my paintings in a museum one day.
She pours all of it out. Every little thing she loved and admired about him. Like this, it's easy to see why she has gone to such great lengths for him. Why she abandoned her dreams, why she went against his wishes, just to grant him another chance at life. Others will say it's her warmth that draws people to her, or her cheer. Neither are wrong, but neither is the whole truth to her either. Because those who have never bothered to look beyond the surface will never see it, see her. See someone earnest, someone who has always meant well, despite her underlying stubbornness. This is how she loves. Warm, steadfast, unflinching. You never meet many people like her, not in my line of work, not with the kind of people I've had to deal with. Always with something to hide, always with something to lie about. Eventually, when you run across too many of them, you change, you become like them, in many ways. For a lot of reasons. She's the kind of person I want to be and be around with. who made me feel I'm still worth
He
something.
didn't want me to leave. Said, begged. I could finish my studies first. In the end, I couldn't even grant him that one request. I'm a terrible daughter, aren't I?
No, man, no.
You're not.
No. Huh? Oh my god, my camera is in the wrong position for this. Fuck. Wait, give me a second. Alright, there we go. Continue.
You're not. I can't speak for your dad. I haven't even met the man. But I know you're not.
I'm not entirely sure where I'm going with this. The remark just came out. Now I'm stringing all of these together as I go. One thing is certain. None of what I'm about to say is a lie.
The Isabella I know is a total klutz, but I've never seen anyone work as hard as she does. She's the type who wears her heart on her sleeve. Though it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's always in the right place. She's intimidated by a lot of stuff, but she knows how to appreciate the smallest things in life. Frankly, you've caused us no small amount of trouble since you barged into our lives. But when I'm with you, all of my worries seem trivial.
What the fuck? I feel like he's about to say the words that I think he wants to say, that he loves her. Come on, let's do this. Heat has already crept up my face when she turns. This whole thing is about to take registers. Before I blurt the rest of it out, declare feelings I'm not even ready to reveal to anyone, much less to her, my hand comes up to smother the rest of it. Though embarrassment quickly takes the reins before I can completely clamp my mouth shut.
And I'm pretty sure Zach and Becca think the same way.
Yeah, let's just cover it all up.
You have a nasty way of growing on people like that, and you know what? We got everything we needed in here. I'll just wipe the security recordings and we're good to go. While I'm at it, you better wipe the snot off your face. And you don't look very nice when you're balding like that.
He was so close, man!
Oh, yeah, I'll go get the security videos and put these back where you pulled them from. Man, these are heavy, you know?
Ash, it's just paper. You don't even know where I...
Oh, no, I can handle this. Easy as pie. And, yeah, security cams, tapes, videos, cams. Yeah, I'm off.
Her rejection at this point? Maybe. Maybe not yet. Why is there no more music? Getting the files back to BRC's archive room is a cinch. With the documents back in their proper places, I lock the door behind me, tugging it twice just to make sure. Now on to the next order of business. Removing the evidence of our little excursion in here, or at the very least, the parts showing what we've been doing during the past hour. Can't have our faces plastered on security footage showing us breaking the law, as it were. I'm gonna have to wipe the data for Isabella's access card entries too. Surprisingly, finding their security room proves a breeze. What will be tricky is getting inside. The fact that no one has walked out during the whole time we've been here means the room is either empty or their security sound asleep. I'm banking more on the former. If they're cutting corners and firing agents, I've no doubt that they fired the guys stationed here, if they've anyone watching the monitors in the first place. Whoa! Why the fuck did you do that, bruh? After a long minute and nothing, I give the knob a few rattles.
Standard lock and key. Should be easy enough to pick.
That was fucking loud, bruh! We have lockpick sets, but these are only to be used if necessary, and with a search warrant, even then, it's a skill set rarely needed. Okay, he's using hairpins. With a slight turn of the knob, the security room's ripe for the picking. What am I looking at? Okay, there's Isabella at the top screen. The room's odor hits me first. A sharp, nauseating stench, as if someone has accidentally spilled a gallon of bleach in the room. When was the last time they opened this place?
Ugh, this place smells awful. Jesus, it's worse than the forensics lab on a bad day.
This is probably because of a badly botched effort to clean the place up. Even in the dark, I can spy dark stains on the walls. I really don't have the time to try and play is this ketchup or soda right now, but I have this strange gut feeling who the mess might belong to. As expected, no security personnel mans the office's CCTV controls, and the standalone DVR setup is open for anyone. Normally I'd have a heap of things to say about this sloppy security setup. Right now their negligence makes the whole task of erasing evidence easier.
No fuss, no muss.
Let's do it. With every sigh I power it up and mentally prepare myself for a slow slug. Slow apparently remains an understatement here. It takes a whole 3 minutes for the thing to start up. The OS hasn't even started loading, and in my boredom I start inspecting the live feeds from the cams. Only 2 works. One for the view outside, everything seems to be in order there, and the other for main workspace where it's a fleeting glimpse, a cursory glance, but the sight of it stops me. She's right fucking there, man! She's standing in the doorway. The image is a bit blurry, but standing there right in the middle of the room by one of the cubicles, I can make out the form of a...
What the hell is...
I don't get too far into that line of thought. No few seconds after my words have slipped out without any sort of warning, while I'm still trying to make sense of what it is. The figure moves. A moment of paralysis hits me when she stops right in front of the camera. Like a damn rookie, I go still in the face of danger. I definitely haven't been trained to handle the supernatural, and this is one, isn't it? And, oh fuck! Her eyes bore into me, the malice in them, piercing even beyond the screen. It's enough to make me go numb. Only the mug crashing to the floor when my hand accidentally takes a swipe at it snaps me out of the trance, reminding me that I'm not the only one here. Isabella. It seems she hasn't noticed anything. Am I the only one seeing this? In any case, whatever is happening, I have to get her out. Gathering my wits, I quickly reach my phone. It takes but all 2 seconds before she answers, but there's no time for relief. Get the fuck out of there, bitch!
We're practically on the same floor.
What?
Get out of there.
Get out of there!
What? Why are you...
Out. Get out. In
Now!
the elevator. Just
You're creeping me out, Ash.
Fucking out! Turn, bitch!
get yourself out of that place. Now.
Without second thought, I back away from the controls from the room, ready to be done with this place. But before my foot even moves, she disappears.
Son of a...
Woo! Holy shit! Oh my god, she's too fucking close, man. Get out of there, bruh! I sprint across the office without daring to look back. Isabella's already waiting in front of the elevators by the time I make it out of their office. Worry creases her eyebrows upon glancing at me, but I don't have time to answer the question in her eyes. As soon as I reach her, I grab her arm, practically throw the 2 of us into the open elevator and slam the button for the ground floor. Not the fucking elevator again! Bruh! I'm not ready for this shit! The clicking noise fades off into the distance. Besides me, Isabella shoves moving the sack of papers under her arm while she takes in my appearance. Concerns in her eyes. Calm down! Calm down! Though all I offer her is a small gesture of my hand while I attempt to compose myself. Breathe in and out. Calm down. Calm down.
Why are we in such a hurry?
Ah, fuck, bitch. Didn't you see her?
We need to get out of this place. Did you get everything?
Yeah, it's all here. But really, you don't look too good. What's wrong, Ash?
I'll be fine. I was in the security room. There's... From the monitors, there was a fucking...
Whoa, that freaked me out. Okay, the rest of what I'm about to say dies on my tongue when the elevator stops and the doors open too. There's a moment pause while we both take in our surroundings. Confusion's understandably there.
Oh, come on! They should just replace this whole thing.
But Isabella, please fucking shut up!
No, I'm quite sure I pressed for the ground floor.
Right? But it's just, as Isabella said, the elevators always did have problems when I visited in the past. Often she becomes so angry whenever we try to get to the floor, and she'll have to repeatedly smash the button for the elevator to even move. That was always good for her. I wasn't too worried about then. Now. God, no! I hear her fucking growling voice. The noise echoes in my ears along with the rapid pounding in my chest. I don't fucking like this in the elevator. Isabella stiffens and her eyes grow wide at the sound. She fucking hears it too. Gingerly, she reaches up to grab the hem of my sleeve and grips it hard, tight enough for her fingernails to dig through. Her eyes searches wildly for the source of the sound while I stand protectively in front of her.
Ash, did you hear that?
Yeah, fuck, I hear it.
Anyone there?
God, fucking get out here.
I can hear you moving from here.
Please stop being so cool and calm, Ash.
Show yourself.
No, don't show yourself. No response. No response. I hear the soft sound of something scurrying around the floor and the walls in slow, deliberate movements. Oh my god, I can... The fucking sound is all different on both of my shits. Until it stops. What? No, that's never a good sign when it stops because it's gonna come suddenly, okay?
We need to go, Ash. We have to.
Oh god, she screams! I'm certain it is in my imagination. Against my training, my whole body freezes. Hands stilling mid-press on the button, eyes growing wide while waiting for any sort of movement from further back, and ears strained for the source of the sound. I can't even offer Isabella any reassurances, much as I hate to admit it. Dread has seeped into every nerve in my body. And the blasted edifice still won't work!
This isn't in my fucking training manual.
Fuck that, dude! Haven't you ever seen the fucking horror movie before? Fucking get the fuck out of there!
Ash, we need to leave.
Ah!
I know that sound. Ash, please, get the elevator.
No! Another series of shuffling against the ground and laughter, and all of a sudden she's just there. Like a twisted spider, she stares at us. Where the fuck is she? Okay, what? Damn it, fuck! Without warning, she moves, mocking me with each unhurried crawl she takes, knowing I'm at her mercy.
Fucking hell.
Where the fuck is she?
Ashton, the door!
What? We're not going to die here! Not in a damn elevator! Fucking never in a fucking elevator! Whoa! 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 Whoa, 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 whoa! 4, 2, 5, 6! 7, 2, 6, 9, 1! Oh god, it's still going. 7, 1, 9, 3, 4! Was that too late? Oh my god! Do I have to fucking do that again? Alright, let's do this. 4, 3, 8, 6, 9! What? I fucking did it, man. I fucking did it, man. Alright, let me see my fucking keypad work. 1, it's 7. 1, 4, 3, 7, 5, 9, 8. Oh shit! I panicked. I fucking panicked. What the fuck, man? 6, 9, 1, 8, 9, 8, 7, 5, 1. 9, 2. I fucking did the fucking shit. Now you wanna fuck me up for... This would be so much easier on a fucking phone, man. 5, 4, 7, 3, 1, 6, 2. I was fucking there. I was fucking there. My fucking mouth.
Mijn horror. Zo door elkaar.
Press continue. Okay, click. Now you're gonna see now. 7, 4, 2, 8, 1. 4, 3, 9, 1, 8. 2, 8, 7. You gotta be fucking quick, man. 3, 9. 5, 8. So let me call the ball. Click England. Click it red. 4, 9, 1, 3, 5. Don't look there. 2, 8, 4, 9, 5. 6, 1, 4, 3, 7. 7, 4, 1, 5, 6. 9, 7. 8, 5, 3.
No, don't do that.
I'm excited, okay? Alright, let me call it out.
Okay,
Don't look at the numbers there. Look at the numbers there, okay? 5, 3, 4, 1, 7. No, don't look there. 4, 3, 7, 9, 2. 5, 7, 9, 1, 6. 9, 2, 4, 7, 1. As if divine powers heard me swearing up a storm in my head, the doors close just as that thing looms near. Soon the elevator, the blasted thing, is headed up. Isabella's knees buckle in relief. In 2 ticks, she's hugging herself without any care for the mess of papers and folding she has dropped on the floor in her panic. She draws in one ragged breath after another, each one brimming with nothing but relief. And this is the most I've been tired my whole damn life. Not during training when my superior first asked me to drop 100, not after a stakeout, but after smashing a fucking elevator button repeatedly. I know, fuck, it was fucking hard. I had to get some help over here, okay? Slumped to the ground beside her, worn out, but I don't let myself feel relief again, not until we're out of here. Isabella seems to be of the same mind as she looks to me. Still, I find myself sharing a shaky laugh with her.
We're okay. We're fine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're good. Fuck, we should have taken the goddamn stairs.
Yeah, fucking hell. Otherwise I would be fucking clicking away on something else. As soon as the lift hits the ground floor, we hightail out of the building, Seb's sound asleep when we passed by his station. However, in the face of what we've seen, everything I've faced tonight, we really can't care less who will still see us on our way out. The sooner we get away from this place, the farther the better. I'm just not sure if that also means being safe. She almost got us. Damn it! The fucking thing almost had us! Shit, it was only by luck that we managed to get the fucking elevator unstuck. Had the blasted thing not worked in the last second. I need some air. Fresh, breathable air that doesn't stink like death and gore all at once. I'm panicking. Christ, losing focus with another person here. I can't afford that right now. Isabella hasn't said anything, but I know she's more shaken than I am. I can't lose it when another person's depending on me.
Remember your training, Frey.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Another deep breath and soon I'm starting the engines and driving us off after that little incident. Somewhere open would be good. Someplace I won't get trapped. Luxbourne Park brings a welcome relief, though only by some. The chill that has seeped in my bones is still there, furling and unfurling underneath my skin. If I don't move, if I don't busy myself with anything, soon my brain will go haywire. It's the last thing I want to happen when there are plenty of things to do. But this already answers all of it, doesn't it? Those deaths. Just how many copies of the letter are out there? Isabella can't have the only one if other people are also getting cursed. Could it be that the one she has shown us in first one of 5? Maybe even more. That whole pass this to 5 people business is ridiculous. But at this point, is it still? All in all, we found 21 people who might have read the letter. 7 of them deceased. 8 if we count Cooper. And that's only with what we can find right now. We have no idea how the contractors and specialists hired from outside the company are doing, if we are in any way affected.
Sit down.
Bruh, I don't know why you fucking calm.
Going crazy, am I? I saw that. I'm pretty sure I saw that. I didn't inhale anything weird. Just shit. Shit. Isabella, please tell me that wasn't...
What I'm not expecting when I turn to her is mirth. One that she could barely contain.
You're laughing. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Not quite sure what she sees in my face, but in the next second a laugh suddenly burst out of her. It's not fucking funny, bitch. I'm so sorry, it's just that you should have seen the look on your face back there. Yes, right, sure, I'm not the one who panicked. You almost ripped my arm off. Yeah, but why is he not talking?
I know, I'm really sorry. But this is just too precious to miss. You really lost your shit for a moment there.
God, this is the first time I've heard you swear.
You're trying to get back at me, aren't you?
Well, I'm not the one who kept calling someone scaredy cat for years. How does it feel?
I'm not scared.
Really? Because it doesn't seem that way to me.
I'm not, alright? I'm just... I just don't know what to do right now.
Jeez. Immediately after, the moment passes, replaced by another tense silence. Laughter dies in her lips as everything sinks in. We're in deep shit and it has finally caught up and hit us like a ton of bricks. Hit me more than anyone. Because she has been warning us of this since day one, and I'm the first person who brushed it off. Despite that, she still reaches out to me, tugging at my sleeve almost desperately. Her hands are trembling and there's a tremor in her voice when she speaks. Without the cheer, only fear remains. One that has been burdened with from the beginning.
We're still going to do something about it, right?
Yes, of course we are.
Not just stand around and let that thing get us.
Unexpectedly, she leans her forehead against my arm and her grip on my sleeve tightens. There's desperation in there, a quiet plea.
I don't want to lose anyone anymore, Ash.
I'm here, girl. Sunday. Darkness blurs the edges of my vision. Black tendrils twist and coil around my limbs. Soft footfalls echo from the far distance, scurrying, scampering, moving in an odd rhythm with the sharp, piercing notes of her laughter. A scream threatens to burst, but my throat closes off. Ever so slowly, a chill seeps into every nerve in my body, washing away every sensation in me, apart from one. This is only fear. Once again her laughter echoes, a sound both bitter and unforgiving. It is the last thing I hear before she reaches for me. The ground trembles. The world slows to a stop. Did we spend the night in Isabella's room? I don't know what this means, but... yeah, I don't know what this means. Alright, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, don't hesitate to hit that like button and subscribe for some more content. And leave me some suggestions as well. I know we are going to continue this. We're going to continue this and we're going to live stream Layers of Fear. Stay tuned. Tonight, we're going to continue Layers of Fear 2, part 2. Tonight, every night for Horror Tuesdays. Until we finish Layers of Fear 2. But if there's anything else you'd like me to play, just leave me a comment. Let me know what you like, what you've played that is scary, and what you think I would be scared at, and that we can play that, and I can react to it, and it'll be cool, and it'll be awesome, and see me shit myself, and all that crap. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Oh, also, don't forget to hit that bell so that you can get notified every time I upload a video, or every time I stream. But then, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Until then, have an awesome day and night in the game world. Cheers.